you for selecting Tea Forte, the luxury tea experience offered by premier properties around the world. By choosing Tea Forte, you have added another integral strand to the memorable interactions and service that is the tapestry of the all-important guest experience. In this brief, informative presentation, we'll provide you with some tea basics so you can respond to your guests' interest in tea. With tea's increasing popularity, your guests are becoming increasingly sophisticated tea drinkers. So it is important to have basic tea knowledge about the cultivation and brewing of tea, its flavors, benefits, and the cultural lore surrounding this 5,000-year-old brew. The tea category is hip, hot, and healthy. Hip, with skyrocketing sales among consumers of all ages, tea has become the hip and trendy new beverage. Hot, tea is one of the fastest growing beverage categories in America. Healthy, tea has even more beneficial properties than previously reported, with health benefits ranging from helping protect the body from many diseases to preventing premature aging. Scientists are finding the mass media a conduit for their steady stream of research on tea's health benefits, confirming folk beliefs dating back to the legendary moment when errant leaves of a nearby Camellia sinensis bush colored Chinese Emperor Shen Nung's pot of boiling water in 2737 BC, and the world's most consumed drink, after water, was accidentally discovered. So let's start with basic tea knowledge. If you can remember just one thing, this is one of the most important facts. All true tea types, black, oolong, green, or white, originate from a single plant, the Camellia sinensis plant. What determines the difference between the types of teas is the way that it is manufactured. Now, I use the term manufactured very lightly, as it is important to know that the teas selected by Tea Forte represent the top 1% of all production and represent artisanal handcrafted tea. So this processing used for our tea is really a handcrafted art. Oxidation is the process that differentiates the teas. Think of when you cut an apple and you leave it out. It turns brown. This is the oxidation process. This is used with the tea leaves to help develop the variety of flavors. So the difference between white to black is the degree of oxidation, with white being the least oxidized and black teas being the most. Keep this fact in mind when we talk steeping times and water temperature. The white teas are closest to the raw leaf, as they are just air-dried, while the black teas are rolled and broken to expose more enzymes to the air to fully oxidize the leaf. Drying and or firing stop the oxidation process. As in wines, terroir determines the difference in character. Climate, soil, altitude all play a part in determining the character of a leaf, and it changes from flush or harvest to flush. Herbals are technically not tea. They are often called tisanes, which comes from French. Herbals are a blend of herbs, spices, fruits, and flowers, and since they do not contain the Camellia sinensis tea leaf, they are not truly teas. All herbals are naturally caffeine-free. The caffeine is imparted by the tea leaf, so if a guest is looking for a decaffeinated option, herbals are a good choice. You will hear a lot these days about leaf tea and the difference between leaf teas and teas in a traditional paper tea bag. To brew in a paper tea bag, the tea leaf has to be cut to facilitate steeping. Leaf teas were traditionally only available in loose service, but with the advent of new open-weave materials, these high-quality teas are available in infusers. This has made it easier to enjoy the highest quality teas, as leaf teas retaining the highest levels of essential oils and brew the most nuanced beverage. A few key bits of information that are important for you to know. An easy rule of thumb is that caffeine content is related to the leaf that you are steeping, the temperature of the water. The higher the temperature, the more caffeine extracted. The length of time that you steep the tea. The longer, the more caffeine. In general, you steep black teas at a higher water temperature for a longer time, and as a result, it has more caffeine. With regard to health benefits, tea is an amazing beverage. I would encourage you to visit teausa.com for in-depth reports on the latest research, but by way of top line, tea is very rich in antioxidants. These are the molecules that tie up the bad free radicals in your body that have been identified as cancer-causing agents. Tea is amazingly good for your cardiovascular health, weight control, bone strength, oral health, and the list goes on and on. We should all be drinking several cups a day. A cup of tea Forte is unmistakable. All it takes is a glance at the innovative, elegant pyramid-shaped infuser, the hallmark of the brand. Placed in a cup, the handcrafted pyramid infuser is designed to allow the delicate leaves to luxuriantly unfurl in the hot water, offering up their complex characteristics, producing a deliciously aromatic, flavorful cup. Tea Forte takes great pride in offering only the finest tea leaves in the world. There are no compromises. The teas we choose to offer yield diverse, subtle flavors that cannot be found in other tea offerings. The quality of these teas represent less than 1% of all the teas available, making Tea Forte a tea experience without compare. This amazing combination of extraordinary teas and unparalleled experience has been embraced by premier properties around the globe, and we are pleased to add you to our impressive list. We also offer an extensive gift line available at select luxury retailers worldwide, including Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom's, and Harrods. Now, let's turn our attention to the over 30 whole leaf blends that we offer. These are our black offerings. Our green teas, our white teas, and our naturally caffeine-free herbal teas. Serving Tea Forte. It is attention to detail that guarantees a memorable guest experience. One of the most powerful aspects of your Tea Forte experience is that it is one of the last touch points with your guest. They have enjoyed a fantastic meal, decadent dessert, and lingering over their coffee and Tea Forte, a grand finale to a wonderful evening. And as we all know, guest satisfaction leads to exceptional tips. Everyone benefits. In Imperial China, it was believed that quality tea could only be made with water sourced from where the tea bushes grew, because the minerals in the water complemented the taste and character of the tea. Emperors commanded water carriers to transport water from pools and springs in tea-growing regions, and decreed that tea be brewed only with water drawn from these sources and fires made with wood cut from the same area. Rest easy, the perfect cup of tea is not that demanding. The key ingredients to an extraordinary cup of tea are water purity, water temperature, and steep times. Many of these components are out of your control, and we understand that. Ideally, you want to be sure to preheat your vessel. Pour a bit of hot water into the vessel, swirl it around, and pour it out. Then unwrap your tea infuser and place it in the vessel. Pour the water over the tea, as the agitation of the water over the tea infuser releases the essential oils and flavor. Cover the cup or teapot and be sure to thread the signature Tea Forte leaf through the hole in the lid if you're using our accessories. Be sure to present immediately to the table, as steep time is critical to an enjoyable beverage. Steep time varies by blend. Please note the details on your screen. Your white and green teas are closest to the vegetal state, and as such, you need to make sure that you don't cook them by over-steeping, which can cause them to be bitter. If a guest says their green tea tastes bad, it is because it is over-steeped. Herbal teas are your most tolerant and never over-steep. The longer they steep, the more flavorful they become. In terms of what goes with what, many guests enjoy milk and sugar or lemon with their black tea. Remember, never lemon and milk together, as it will cause the milk to curdle. With green, white, and herbal teas, you do not want milk or cream. Let's review a few of the accessories that complement the experience. This is the presentation tray. There are 6 rows of 4 infusers, a total of 24. This is perfect for tableside presentation. It is fantastic going through the dining room because whether you are a tea drinker or not, all of the guests know that you are doing something extraordinary with your tea service. We have worked hard to make sure that your back of the house operation is seamless. The teas come in what we call the bulk pack. Each contains 48 servings in 4 sleeves of 12. Remove a sleeve of each and store it in your handy acrylic stand. It works like a drawer system, has a small footprint, and will help keep the blends organized. Each drawer has a blend designator, description, and lists caffeine content and steep time, so it's a helpful reminder. Our high-quality, all-organic fine-cut teas are offered in biodegradable filter bags with a renewable bamboo presentation box. Culinary blends with a fresh, contemporary graphic brings the highest quality teas to a traditional tea bag. And if you're serving our special tea over ice, you have an opportunity for a dramatic upsell. Not recommended as a volume solution or a replacement for your back-of-the-house iced tea service, Tea over Ice is a special presentation for flash-chilled iced tea. 2 stacking heat-resistant glasses and a specially portioned tea pyramid. Fill the top pitcher with the infuser and hot water. Thread the leaf through the hole in the lid. The lower pitcher is filled with ice. Stack and present at the table. The server pours the contents of the top pitcher over the ice cubes in the lower pitcher. Voila! The result is a perfect dilution of the freshest iced tea ever. To manage cleanup, we recommend dedicating a universal rack to Tea over Ice so that all components stay together and cleanup is easy. Cocktail infusions are another innovative way to enjoy teas. Special blends of teas and herbs naturally infuse exotic cocktails. Place the infuser in the glass. Pour the alcohol over the infuser. No brewing of tea required. Your guests will want to bring Tea Forte home. Please check to see if your gift shop is offering the products. If not, they are available online at teaforte.com. We at Tea Forte are proud to have you as one of the high-quality, passionate people that play a role in providing the uplifting experience of Tea Forte. Thank you for selecting Tea Forte, the luxury tea experience offered by premier properties around the world.